The town woke up with no waves, no gulls above the square. The harbor stones were full of sand, the sea was never there. Giacomo held a silent shell against his tired ear, but all the songs that he used to keep had disappeared. Then in the square beneath the dust, where dry winds softly passed, a giant leather suitcase stood, too old, too strange, too vast. The giant suitcase unpacked the sea, folded waves came tumbling free, blew from the leather, salt from the sky, glass fish learned again to fly. The giant suitcase opened wide, the ocean sleeping deep inside, and every heart that missed the foam watched the sea come rolling home. Madame Elvira brought her thread, her scissors and her keys. She said the sea was stitched away in old forgotten seams. They opened brass and leather straps, the locks began to cry, and paper gulls flew from the lid into the pale gray sky. Inside were waves like folded sheets, tiny boats tied down, a lighthouse small as candle flame was waiting for the town. The giant suitcase unpacked the sea, folded waves came tumbling free, blew from the leather, salt from the sky, glass fish learned again to fly. The giant suitcase opened wide, the ocean sleeping deep inside, and every heart that missed the foam watched the sea come rolling home. Some oceans leave quietly, some tides forget the shore, some memories are folded up behind a locked old door. Pull the thread, turn the key, open what was meant to be. They found the wind in folded sails, the fog in luggage old. They found the storm light in a lens, the salt and bread of gold across the desert, long and still. A giant zipper shone, the town pulled hard with a rope and net, and sand began to moan. The buried blue rose from below, the horizon split in two, the suitcase shook, the waves escaped, and all the world turned blue. The giant suitcase unpacked the sea, folded waves came tumbling free, blew from the leather, salt from the sky, glass fish learned again to fly. The giant suitcase opened wide, the ocean woke on the other side, and every shell that lost its tone started singing home, sweet home. When your shore is dry and bare, when no waves are anywhere, listen where old suitcases breathe, the sea may still be underneath. Giacomo had sailor hands, but no water left to hold. His boots were full of desert dust, his compass turning cold. The boats were standing on their wheels, the nets forgot the tide. The harbor road went nowhere now, with only sand inside. He touched a shell beside his bed and heard no ocean call, only silence dry and thin, moving through the wall. Giacomo and the folded ocean, searching where the blue had gone, walking through the stitched horizon, trying to bring the tide back home. Giacomo and the folded ocean, old man with a sailor's dream. Sometimes seas are not forgotten, only hidden in a seam. Elvira knew the cloth of waves, the sails, the knots, the thread. She found the stitches in the sand where every tide had fled. They followed anchors into dunes, glassfish through the air. They opened little cases full of fog and salt and prayer. A cinema showed silent storms, a bakery tasted blue. A lighthouse in the suitcase blinked as if the sea still knew. Giacomo and the folded ocean, searching where the blue had gone, walking through the stitched horizon, trying to bring the tide back home. Giacomo and the folded ocean, old man with a sailor's dream. Sometimes seas are not forgotten, only hidden in a seam. A wave can sleep in fabric, a storm can hide in glass. A sailor's heart remembers what deserts cannot pass. Pull the zipper, lift the sail, let the buried waters tell their tale. The whole town stood along the line, with ropes and nets in hand. They pulled the giant zipper back across the sleeping sand. The first blue water opened like an eye beneath the ground, and folded waves rose up again with one enormous sound. Giacomo stood before the tide, his coat moved in the foam. He did not shout, he only smiled. The sea had found its home. Giacomo and the folded ocean found the blue beneath the dust, opened up the stitched horizon, turn forgetting back to trust. Oh, Giacomo and the folded ocean, old man with a sailor's dream. Now the town can sleep beside the breathing of the sea. If your heart becomes a shore that hears the waves no more, hold one shell and wait for me. The folded ocean still can breathe. When the sea came home, it came with folded waves. It rolled out from a suitcase and washed the dusty days. The fountain filled with salt water, the glass fish learned to swim. The boats on wheels began to float, the harbor breathed again. The gulls were made of paper, but they flew like they were real. The old men touched the whetstone just to know that they could feel. When the sea came home, the town began to shine. Every empty street became a blue and silver line. When the sea came home, the silence turned to foam. Every shell and every heart, remember where it's from. Elvira folded one last sail, but left the suitcase wide. No more hiding oceans, she whispered to the tide. Giacomo sat at the edge, a shell inside his hand. He heard the waves returning through the breathing of the sand. The bakery tasted salty, the windows glowed with blue. The anchor rose from under dunes and every rope pulled true. When the sea came home, the town began to shine. Every empty street became a blue and silver line. When the sea came home, the silence turned to foam. Every shell and every heart, remember where it's from. Do not fold the ocean, do not hide the rain. Do not close the suitcase when the tide calls out your name. Leave the horizon open, let the gulls return. Let the lamps along the harbor burn, burn, burn. By evening all the plaster walls were painted soft with light. The waves lay down behind the town and stars appeared at night. The suitcase stood there open like a theater by the sea, a stage for all the memories that wanted to be free. And Giacomo the sailor, with his tired gentle eyes, watched the moonlight on the water and finally slept beside the tide. When the sea came home, the town began to shine. Every empty street became a blue and silver line. When the sea came home, no heart was left alone. The ocean was not lost forever, it was waiting to come home. When your world is dust and stone, when the waves have all withdrawn, keep the suitcase open wide. The sea may come home with the tide.